The stage is set for the historic urban local body polls in the state. With just over a month left for the crucial polls, candidates have already started filing their nominations. What is significant is that in a first, women candidates are filing nominations for the ULB polls with 33% reservation earmarked for women. As many as 8 women aspirants from Mokukchung have announced their candidature so far. These aspirants come from diverse backgrounds. From an advocate to retired government servant and an NDPP worker, all are in the fray from Mokukchung. Out of 418 wards in the municipality and town councils in Nagaland, 142 are reserved for women. Mokokchung Town comprises of 18 wards, 6 of which are allocated for women under the 33 reservation. So we have reactions coming in from one of the aspiring candidates. Let's listen in.
Announce my candidacy for ULB election from Ward number 7, Mokokchung Town. As someone from a theological and secular background, I have spent years as an educator, and in this field I have experienced so many things. Especially it has helped me to acquire the qualities of empathy, commitment, and to serve the people. And wherever I'm given an opportunity, I've tried my best to give my service, and God was always there with me. And with those experiences, and after looking at the scenario of our society today, it has given me the zeal to serve the people in a deeper level and in a new capacity. So for that matter, I have decided to serve the people and to contest in the ULB election 2024.
So the stage is all set for the historic ULB elections in Nagaland, which is going to be held after a long gap of several years. And what makes it all the more significant this time around is that in a first, women candidates are filing nominations for the polls with 33% reservation earmarked for women. So as many as 8 women aspirants from Mokukchung have announced their candidature so far. These aspirants come from diverse backgrounds, from an advocate to retired government servant and an NDPP worker. All are in the fray from Mokukchung for the ULB polls. So out of the 418 wards, the municipality and the town councils in Nagaland, 142 have been reserved for women. Mokokchung Town comprises of 18 wards, 6 of which are allocated for women under the 33% reservation. And these are the pictures on your screens, viewers, of the women who have announced their candidature from Mokukchung for the upcoming ULB elections. And of course, this is something very significant for the state of Nagaland. Not only are the ULB polls going to take place after a gap of more than 20 years, now in a first, women candidates are seen filing their nominations as 33% reservation has been earmarked for women. So all these women have announced their candidature, and nomination filing is also likely to begin soon enough. So in a first, women candidates are in the fray, and these are just some of the women who have already announced their candidature. So up until now, there have been 8 announcements made by candidates. So 8 candidates have announced their candidature for the upcoming ULB polls, and more candidates are likely to announce their candidature soon enough, and the nomination filing procedure is also likely to begin soon. Let's remember, the ULB elections are slated to take place on the 26th of June. So just over a month left now for the historic ULB elections in Nagaland. So the big question at this point in time, will there be enough support for women candidates? So this is the first time that women candidates will be in the fray for the ULB elections. A very defining moment for the state of Nagaland as it is, but it remains to be seen how big the support that they'll be able to garner for themselves going into the ULB elections. So these are just some of the women who have announced their candidature so far, and more women are expected to announce their candidature soon as well. These are all women who are in the fray from Mokukchung. That is, of course, one of the places, and more candidates hopefully will be filing their nominations soon enough. And of course, these women aspirants belong to a wide array of backgrounds. We have advocates in the fray, we have a NDPP party worker, government workers. So in all of them, there is also a candidate who is a teacher by profession. So these are, a wide array and of various diverse backgrounds that these women hail from. So it'll be a very interesting and historic ULB elections come June 26th in Nagaland. My colleague Sarah Konyak joins us live from Kohima at this point in time for more details regarding this. So, Sarah, indeed a very historic moment for Nagaland. As many as 8 women have already announced their candidature. More are expected to announce soon. What more details do you have for us? And what is the kind of support that these women can expect from the people of Nagaland for the ULB polls? Sarah.
Well, Ronak, indeed, this is going to be for the first time that Nagaland will be going for the ULB elections with 33% women reservation, and as of today, 8 women, particularly from the district of from Mokokchung district, have come forward declaring their candidature to contest in the upcoming urban local bodies election. And in fact, these 8 women that have announced their candidature are all from the women reservation quota, and as many as people are looking forward to more women who will be coming forward to contest in the urban local bodies elections. Out of the more than 400 wards that will be going for the ULB polls, 142 has been reserved for the 33% women reservation, and we have been informed that there are very interesting candidates who are likely to contest from the general quota as well, and not just from the 33% reservation. So definitely this is going to be very interesting. Political parties, all the political parties are also gearing up to go for the polls, as we are all aware that the 2017 ULB election, which went ahead with 33% women reservation, had created a chaos in the state of Nagaland and was declared null and void. And after several fights from the women organizations like the Naga Mothers Association, finally the state will be going for polls with 33 women reservation. And also, Ronak, we have also been informed that the BJP leaders who were camping in New Delhi have returned, and they are likely to get the final decision from the High Command after June 1.
Right. So, Sarah, given the fact that this is a very significant thing for the state of Nagaland, how soon can we expect the nomination filing procedure to begin in earnest, Sarah?
Well, as per the notification from the State Election Commissioner, the nominations for the ULB will begin from 7th of June till the 11th of June. So from June 7th till 11th, the nominations will start. We're expecting the political parties to come out with their first list of candidates by either by the last week of May or the first week of June, and the distribution of tickets are also expected to be over by the first week of June. Ronak.
Right, and very quickly, Sarah, can you, for the benefit of our viewers, run us through why this ULB election is so significant and historic for the state of Nagaland, and what is the significance of the 33% reservation earmarked for women, Sarah?
Well, the elections are being held after 20 years. The last election that was held was in the year 2004, and after the order to have 33 to have a certain reservation for women, there were objections from a lot of section of people, especially from the tribal organizations, as so far since the inception of the state, no woman have been in the policy decision making body, and this year is going to be very significant because all the men folk from the state of Nagaland have come forward and have agreed that there should be 33% reservation, and women should also be given the opportunity to be a part of the decision making body. And as well as Nagaland had created history by electing 2 women legislators in this 14th Nagaland Assembly, Legislative Assembly. So definitely Nagaland, when it comes to involving women in the decision-making policy, this is going to be very significant. And yes, a lot of people are having very high hopes, and it has been the aspiration of a lot of women, especially particularly women, that they should also be included in the government and also be a part of the policy decision-making body. Ronak.
Yes, absolutely. Nagaland making great strides as far as women empowerment is concerned, and this is just the beginning. And of course, we are expecting a lot more in the days to come by. So, Sarah Konyak, thank you very much for all those updates.